Hey guys, there is something that I really want to address with you because most of you guys are brand new bloggers and there's a lot of information for you guys to take in, and I know that, and I want to make sure that you are getting good blogging advice and not bad blogging advice. So this is not a new trend. Bloggers for basically since the dawn of blogging have been getting unsolicited emails from people basically saying, hey, here's a link to my site. You should link to it. And in the past, it's been easy enough to kind of just ignore it. And you're going to get them. Don't worry. If you haven't gotten them already, you will very, very soon. They're going to come, and it's just going to be a thing that you have to deal with. And you can kind of look at it as, oh, wow, you've made it because somebody wants to link on your site. Like, that's a big deal. So up until recently, it's just kind of been one of those like, okay, whatever, just mark it as spam, delete it, move on with your day. Because there's enough things to worry about in blogging, right? Recently, it has come to not just one email, but now it's every other day or it's every single day. The same person is emailing you, asking you if you've seen their email or if you got their email or if you have thought about their proposal, whatever it is. And it's becoming very harassing. But more importantly than it just being harassing and annoying is I want to make sure that this is not something that you're doing. For a long time, it had just kind of seemed like this was just something that was like a marketing company did this and was trying to like push their stuff on other people, which is fine. Like companies are something completely different. But now I've been getting a lot of requests from like real people. These are people who link to their actual blogs, and it's not like a crappy blog. It's like a legitimate blog. Like this is somebody who is genuinely trying to email me to tell me to get rid of one of the links in my post and put theirs in instead. Now, I don't know who it is that's teaching this. I know that there has to be somebody out there who is saying, guys, this is a great way to get people to link back to your site, to grow your blog, to get SEO, blah, 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 blah. The reality is it's not true. It's not going to do you any good. And chances are nobody's going to link back to you, and you're going to do nothing more than upset everybody. The reason that I'm super kind of frankly heated about this is that in another Facebook group for bloggers, I saw that my friend Tracy from Penny Pinchin' Mom posted that somebody asked her blog is gigantic. Somebody asked Tracy to put this other person's affiliate link into Tracy's blog post. Basically, Tracy, make money for me. And as if that wasn't bad enough, this person had been emailing Tracy repeatedly. She messaged her on Facebook a few times. This is like, it's a problem, okay? This is harassing. So I really want to make sure that if for some reason you think that that is a really good idea, or if you think that that is something that you should be doing, that's a good use of your time and energy, please, 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 it's not. There are a few things that, and I want to share this with you first off because frankly, it's kind of entertaining. I'm going to be totally honest. But more importantly, I want to make sure that you never do this stuff. So the kinds of emails that I had been getting, link back to my post. Okay, everybody sends those. Get rid of one of the links that you have in your post and add mine instead. Add this infographic to your post. Adding my own affiliate link to your post is a new one, I've got to say. Like that takes a lot of cojones to kind of say, like, do that. That's absolutely the most brazen thing I've ever heard. But somebody said it. So apparently nothing is off limits here. Add my infographic, change that link. Oh, and my all-time favorite so far has been, that's a nice post. Guess what? I wrote a better post. You should link back to my post. When has insulting anybody's writing and saying I have a better thing ever worked for anybody in the history of the known universe? I would love to know. The bottom line here is, honestly, I know that, cold emailing people and adding people's affiliate links and joining Facebook groups and emailing them and asking if it's okay to use a link to their post in a roundup. These are all things that are totally, totally normal. But do not ever ask, just email somebody out of the blue and ask for a do follow link or ask them to change out one of their links in a post to point back to your website. That is doing nothing that's going to help you. That is only doing things that are going to give you the black spot of bloggers. And that's not something that you want to have happen, especially in the very beginning. I know blogging takes a long time to get started. It's a slow process, but in all honesty, if you were to try to email somebody just to see if they would link back to your site, you're probably going to get blacklisted. You're probably going to get blocked as spam or whatever. And definitely never message somebody on Facebook if you don't know them personally. Don't go after bigger bloggers on Facebook Messenger just to get to them. That's just absolutely kind of like borderline harassing. But I want to make sure that just because, you know, it's easy to think like, wow, I've gotten 6 different emails today asking if somebody can link to my, or if I can link to somebody else's website. I guess that works. Like, it's really, really easy to think like, well, if I keep getting these emails, obviously this is working. In all honesty, it doesn't work. I don't think that has ever worked. Again, in the history of the entirety of blogging, I don't think that has worked. So I want to make sure that you don't start to see that and start to think, well, maybe I should try this. Please don't. The analogy that I used to my husband today to try to explain kind of my ire to him, because he didn't understand. He's like, it's just an email. Like, why are you so upset? Well, think about it this way. You're moving into a brand new neighborhood. You move into a brand new town. You don't know anybody. And the first thing you say to your neighbor who you've never met before is, hey, I'm going to use your pool whenever I want to. Okay? That's not exactly going to foster a really healthy relationship. Your neighbor's probably going to slam the door in your face, right? The same thing goes with blogging. If the first thing that you ever say to somebody isn't like, wow, I've read your blog for years, I love it. Is it okay if I, smaller blogger, use your link in a roundup post on my site? That would be really awesome. It is a really helpful thing to offer help, not just to keep asking for it. I know sometimes, you know, it doesn't seem like you're offering a whole lot of help in the beginning, but just by reaching out like that, it proves that you're a real person. It proves that you're not trying to use this other person as a springboard to get to the next step or to get to whatever it is. Even if it's just, you know, connecting with a bigger blogger, that's really important too. Blogging can get lonely if you're not really trying to be connected, which is why Facebook groups are so important, which is why connections in Facebook groups and like meeting other people who are bloggers is so important. But please, for the love of all that is good and holy, do not email somebody over and over and over and over again asking for them to send a link back to your own site. It is just the most infuriating thing ever. Again, you guys are going to see that in the future. You're going to see it. You might see it now. Definitely don't be that person. There is no possible way that this is something that should ever go on, period. I really wanted to make sure that you guys were all aware that that's a really bad idea. Again, feel free to email bigger bloggers. Like, don't be scared off by that. Email them, ask them if it's okay if you link to their site. 9 times out of 10, they're going to say yes. And that's awesome. And then you can kind of build a rapport from there. Offer your help. Don't ask for anything yet, honestly, unless it's to join their affiliate program. But I mean, remember kind of the idea of karma. Do unto others as you'd have them do unto you. I think that's reciprocity, karma, whatever you want to call it. Just be a good person. Help everybody else as much as you possibly can, and you will have the same thing come back to you. It might take a while, but honest to goodness, having it take a while is way more worth it than just straight out of the gate. Like, I started my blog yesterday. I wrote a post that's very similar to yours. Link back to it because mine's better than yours. Please don't ever send an email like that. Please, please, please. So I kind of wanted to rant a little bit. I have to be totally honest because that just got under my skin. But also I wanted to make sure that you guys knew that that was not okay. It was a great way to get in a lot of trouble with other bloggers. And if you want to start off on the right foot with other bloggers, a great way to do that is to offer your help, services, friendship, links to their site, whatever it might be. And being friends with people is infinitely more valuable as a blogger than trying to use somebody else's success as a springboard. I have built so many friendships in blogging, and I have no intention of ever saying, hey, by the way, you should promote my site. No, I know Crystal Payne, I know Tracy, I know Rosemary, I know Ruth. I am never, ever in a million bajillion years gonna be like, hey, so I like your stuff and all, but you should really promote my stuff. because you know what? Their friendship is a lot more important to me than trying to get my stuff promoted by them. If they want to promote it, then awesome. Chances are they've already done it. They've already promoted it because we're friends. And that's a lot more important and a lot more valuable, especially in the long run, than trying to get a short-term gain by hounding somebody repeatedly over email. So all that to say, thank you guys for listening to the rant. And if for some reason you are being that person and emailing somebody over and over and over again, I want you to stop right now. Please, for the love of goodness gracious and all that is holy, just stop right now. All right, guys, you're the best. So if you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what you think. Or if you think that there can be better ways to do this, I'd love to hear your thoughts. All right, guys, see you in the next video. Bye.